A lot of people see evidence of public corruption. The Niagara County DA did not choose to prosecute that, but considering the mountain of evidence that exists now, wouldn't it be in the public interest for the Attorney General's office to see if public corruption crimes were committed here?
That's up to the Attorney General. If they want to use their resources to come in and investigate that, I'd be very happy if they did that. But I'm going to control what I can control, and we're going to set up a process to review how we got here in this situation, noting that I cannot go backwards and discipline officers. That was closed on December 31st. But what we can do is review the entire process, right? Nobody thinks this was a good process. Nobody thinks justice was served.
So what happens now? Let's get some analysis on this internal affairs investigation and the changing police policies with Attorney John Elmore. He is a former prosecutor, former state trooper, and former assistant attorney general here in New York. John, thanks for coming back.
Thank you for having me.
I mentioned there that there are some calls for the Attorney General's office to come in as an outside entity and investigate. Do you think that's possible?
I think the Attorney General would get involved if she has a special invitation from the mayor to say publicly. It would be nice to have the Attorney General's office. It's not going to happen. I don't believe that the Attorney General would initiate an investigation on her own without being asked.
But if asked, that could lead to something substantial, perhaps?
It certainly could, and if she did investigate it, I think it would give the public a lot more confidence.
What are your overall reactions as we're still trying to go through the 3,000 plus pages, the hours of audio recordings? I mean, there's a lot here, but there is a lot of damning evidence in this file, no?
It's terrible. It's a web of relationships. It amounts to a cover-up and incompetence. You have somebody here that is the person in charge of narcotics investigations in Erie County, who was involved in a multiple vehicle crash. Allegedly, seems to be some indication that he was intoxicated and left the scene and has not been demoted, is still in charge of narcotics investigations in Erie County. And furthermore, Granville in federal court, a judge threw out a search warrant based upon on proof that Granville altered the search warrant, and there's an affidavit indicating that he planted evidence. And so the fact that he was arrested in this case and the fact that in combination with the federal court case means that all the narcotics cases investigated by the Erie County Sheriff's Department could potentially be compromised.
We were talking a moment ago, the Sheriff's Office, according to this file, did not really cooperate with Buffalo Police Internal Affairs. Does that set a dangerous standard when one law enforcement agency isn't cooperating with the investigation of another?
It is not good, but you have to understand that Granville is a high-ranking official in Erie County Sheriff's Department. Had he been a low-ranking deputy sheriff, it might have been a different thing.
Today, the Buffalo Mayor, Sean Ryan, who is new to the job, announced some of these changes. A big one is the policy now will be if you're a Buffalo police officer and you show up at a scene and, for instance, your brother-in-law is the subject of that crash or that investigation, you have to recuse yourself, you have to document it, you have to inform others. Isn't it surprising that that wasn't the policy before? You've spent a career in law enforcement.
It is sad, and this is a case where Granville is involved in a crash, and he actually calls his sister-in-law to show up at the scene, take over the investigation, and not only take him from the scene, take him to the Hyatt Regency Hotel, and the investigative officer never had an opportunity to give him a field sobriety test or question him.
Finally, in this investigation, Internal Affairs officers charged Lucia Esquilin, the sister-in-law of DJ Granville, with 19 administrative charges, right? 3 of those, obstruction of justice and others, would be criminal charges if they were filed that way. But basically, Internal Affairs investigators said, look, you did this, 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 and this, and yet she ended up with a small demotion and no days off the job without pay. It doesn't even seem like a slap to the wrist. How does the public overcome that and have confidence in a system that allowed that to happen?
I think right now the public doesn't have a lot of confidence, and without a lawyer that filed a lawsuit on behalf of the property damage owners whose car he damaged, and without the press exposing this, nobody would ever even have known.
Nobody would have known, and taxpayers would have paid for the damage that was caused by DJ Granville, because that's how that was happening until this got some sunlight. Great to get your insight on this. John Elmore is an attorney, but former prosecutor, former state trooper, former assistant attorney general. Your insight is invaluable, John. Thank you.
And thank you for having me.